That didn't work properly. Oh, it is the morning. It is Saturday, and I will go into my chat, make sure I've got that up. Because again, I'm not running dual screens on this system because it looks like my HDMI is screwed. Good morning. I have my coffee. I hope you have yours. Well, it's morning for me anyway. And I'm still waking up. So we're going to go back in with this MTGO Drafting Badly League and play some more league matches to try and pull out the dubs just to get rid of this one, I guess, so that we can draft another terrible deck. As you may remember from last time, we drafted the most terrible, almost improvised but not quite deck, and it was bloody horrible. You won the die roll. Yes, let's go. Let's have a look. Island, mountain. Think we'll keep that? Yeah, we'll keep that. Reckless Fireweaver. Sure, I'm not going to play the Dockhand here. I would rather wait until I have the Fireweaver down to get the extra point of damage, which I guess doesn't make sense. But what you gonna do? I still haven't figured out the shortcuts because it's been a while. Universal Solvent? Really? Really? Wow, people just play that and just breaks my mind. Like, why? It's not good. It's 7 to kill a permanent. I guess it's maybe some sort of troublesome permanent? I don't know. I've got no idea. No, I've got no idea at all. Alright, so Reckless Fireweaver. I wish we had gotten more of these in the draft. That's what I loved about Kaladesh. Yes, good morning, good morning. It is morning indeed. Morning has broken, and it is not being repaired. Much like myself, it was broken and not being repaired. I'm tired. And I need to check. Alright, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure the camera was working properly. I've been having a couple of stream issues lately, mainly because Australian internet is crap. Seriously, not drawing into lands is the worst. Okay, so let's implement here, because then we can shoot our opponent for 1. Yep, we know. Always yield, thank you. And then we're going to play the Dockhand as well. I feel like we could attack, but there's no point. We're just going to yield. Morning, Urban Neurosis. Thank you very much for the host. You're the hostess with the mostest. That was bloody terrible, I know. But that's fine. That's fine. That's what this is for. Magic the Gathering related stuff. As you may or may not be aware, Command of the Gathering is going live in store on the 25th of this month. That is Saturday the 25th at 1 PM Australian Daylight Savings Time. We will be playing out of Mooney Pond's next level games, and the event is free. It's free for you to watch online. It is free for you to... what are we doing here? It's free for you to watch online. It's free for you to come and watch in store. So bear that in mind as well. Lots of free. I'm not going to attack you. I'm just going to yield. That is the best name ever. Big Bad Kaiju! Oh, thanks for the follow as well. Fun. I've drafted this, like, attempt at a bad improvised deck. Hence the, you know, Cheshire drafting bad. And it is pretty terrible. So I'm going to say, yes. Yes, I have drafted something absolutely terrible. Death Touch when poisoner enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. When it attacks, pay 2 energy, 1 color server. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. At the moment, we haven't attacked. We're just running a Firewalker damage. You're not going to attack me? Come on, attack me. Yeah, of course you will. Am I going to block that? No, I'm not going to block that. I don't care. Make sure that I don't have auto yield on, just in case. Well, exactly. That isn't going to happen until next week, and hopefully I will be getting... how much can I say? Stay tuned. Stay tuned to my Twitter and stuff, because there is something that is just been discussed. Ah, man, that's so hard. With Modern Masters 2017. So if it happens, awesome. If it doesn't, I'm going to be sad, but let's hope it does. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We could go with the Garrison, which is probably a good idea. We could go with Embrol Gear Smasher, or we could pay the amount for the implement, or we could get the Windrake going, but I feel like we probably will get the Garrison going, I think. Sounds like a great idea. 1, 2, and 3. Always yield. Damn it. Speaking of Modern Masters 2017, it looks real fun. It looks real good. I am going to be really excited to be able to, the Garrison I can't crew. Not to book them in this guy anyway. It looks real good. The set looks a lot of fun to draft, and I am 100% looking forward to that. No, we're not going to block you. I don't care, I'll take the 2 damage. We're winning on damage anyway, and we haven't even attacked. I wonder if my opponent's figured it out yet. But hang on a second. He's playing something big. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Going wide? Don't care, to be honest. I just don't. Would be nice, however, to be able to get lands. I hear lands are really good, so let's play this instead. We'll take a bit of damage here, but I don't really care. The main thing is that we're going to be drawing some cards and hopefully digging into more land. I am running enough land. I'm running like 16 or 17 land. I think 16. And then I'm just going to yield. Oh, it does. It indeed looks disgustingly fun. MM17 just... As soon as the spoilers hit, I was just like, yeah. Okay, cool. You've got my attention, wizards. 4-player seal at home, and probably going to grab a bunch of extra packs just for fun. I can't... Something's happening next week, and I'd love to do a 6-person sealed, but I don't want to because I want to keep all the cards for myself. Because I want to make a cube and stuff. It's real hard when I can't tell you exactly what I want to be doing. Do we want to just block? Yeah, I think we do. We want to get rid of the Fabricator. Oh, our opponent's really untapped. This is probably going to be bad, but you know what? This is drafting bad and playing bad, so whatever. I'm going to use the Garrison to block the Fabricate dude. Ambitious Aetherborn. Aetherborn or Aetherborn? Oh, okay, sure. So our life total is sinking pretty rapidly, and now we're going to have to start trying to find and deploy threats. Revolt, of course. Should have thought about that. We're going to lose this. Reservoir Walker, give us back some life. Aradara Express maybe, which we can't crew yet. I think we Walker here. Yeah, why not? Cube is probably where I'm going with most of my stuff. There are half a dozen cards I want for decks. The rest will go in a big and messy. Yeah, look, pretty much the whole thing is, when you think about it, the whole box basically is its own cube. This is one of the discussions I was having with somebody the other day, is like, depending on what you actually crack in the box, generally speaking, that entire thing could potentially be just a cube, which is fucking amazing. Like, who would have ever guessed that Wizards would put out a product like that? I guess it's because of the sets. The sets themselves are actually really, really powerful, which is just bloody amazing. But yeah, it makes me really excited because I'm like, oh, I could even start a cube if I didn't want to sell off any of the cards or trade them off for other decks. It's modern, so I'll have some stuff for some modern decks. You may sacrifice an artifact, and if you do, put 2+1/+1, and each opponent loses 2 life. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. I can't control that. Yeah, because like I have a couple of modern decks, but that, like, one's Storm and the other one's a Delver Grixis deck. And I wouldn't mind branching that up to something a little bit better. I think here I want to go with the Aradara Express. I mean, we're going to die anyway, so my opponent just goes wide now and just kills us. I can block one of these guys, but yeah, no. We'll see what happens. Well, that's exactly it. 360 cards, but I guess it doesn't really matter what you crack. Like, everything is going to be real good. Let's tap down these two to crew. Then we'll use the Dockhand to block the Ironclad, and the Aradara to block the Lifecraft, and let's see what happens. Gonna force us to hit that concede button, aren't you? Oh yeah, of course, because I forgot about the Universal Solvent. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like, the thing is that even if you're cracking the box just to kind of make money, you're generally going to hit, from what I can tell, the EV in a box means that you're generally going to hit the box cost anyway, if you're buying the box at wholesale. But if you're buying the box to draft, and drafting it with your friends is great, but then you can set up a cube with your friends, and that blows my mind. It's like, well, it's the gift that keeps on giving. And Mitchell, who was on the first episode of Command of the Gathering, was saying that I should try Cube, that I'd probably really love it. And now I'm like, yeah, you know what? I probably actually would. What am I even doing here? AETHER Molds really doesn't have much going. We tried doing Paradox Engine, we didn't get enough stuff. I feel like maybe we should just submit it and let that be that. No. We really drafted pretty terribly. We could always throw in the Consulate Turret and go from there. Yeah, I'm not sure about... there's 24 booster packs, right? And we know that between 2 and 4 of those are going to be mythics, approximately. So we know that there's going to be at least 20 rares that you're going to crack out of a box. I reckon you're probably only going to get 1 fetch land per box, if that. That is going to be the big thing with those boxes, is cracking fetch lands, filigree, and out with the innovator. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Yeah, so getting fetch lands, it's a bit of an iffy one, because it's like, it should technically happen, but the rate at which it happens on the rare sheet would be interesting. Oh, that's a horrible redraw. That is just no action hand. Nothing before turn 5, so let's... Ugh. Alright, we're just going to keep it here. Straight to the bottom, ye timorous beastie. This looks like it's going to be a real short game, which is fine. It's not like building a cube is difficult, especially if you're doing it from a specific sort of theme. Well, yeah, that is true. That's one of the big things as well, is like, if you get 2 boxes, then you're definitely going to be in cube territory. Oh, look at this hand. So yeah, so at the end of this month we've got Command of the Gathering, NLG Mooney Ponds for free. You can watch it online at twitch.tv/DoshiTV. Again, for free. We're not drawing your lands here. This is going to be a real blowout. So that is something definitely to keep in mind. No, yield. Oh boy. Can't believe that we mulliganed into like crap and then mulliganed again into no land. This is horrible. Can we just, let's just concede. There's no coming back from that. Last league match, let's get it over and done with. Dead by Dawn. I would probably just name my current deck WTF did I even draft? The idea of this series is for me to just go in and troll draft. Basically, just draft a horrible deck and try and play it. And that's why I saw Paradox Engine and I was like, oh, hi, Paradox Engine, you seem lovely. And that didn't really work out. Yeah. And for anyone wondering, it's now been 4 months with no cigarettes. Yay for me, quitting the horrible, horrible tobaccos. Feels good, at the same time, just like feel anxious, which is really weird. We're gonna keep this. I'm not gonna tempt fate. I'm just gonna keep it anyway, and we'll see what happens. Hey, look at that! We're finally getting other lands. That's terrible. Yield. Cheshire Forces Mono WTF. Yeah, pretty much. Cheshire Forces crap. Cheshire Forces bad deck of bad. Oh, it looks like we've got an aggro deck here. Watch out, kids, because we're about to get pummeled. I feel like this needs to be a shocking development. Oh, the pun is real. I just really wanted to kill that thing. I was going to let Tusker go. Let's actually attack with the dock hand. Oh, what have I done? What are these life choices? I'm attacking with a dock hand. I haven't really found anything else that occupies this, and I think that's why I'm still suffering from a bit of anxiety and stuff. I mean, I've always suffered from anxiety and depression anyway, but giving up cigarettes was something that really was a necessity. Make myself feel a bit healthier and get a bit healthier. Still drinking just as much coffee. Actually, maybe even a little bit less, to be honest. which is odd. Delicious. I guess you could say streaming and stuff, I guess, is replacing my smoking, but not really, considering that, you know, I generally only stream like once a day for about an hour and a half, unless it's a weekend where I have time to, but then even when I have time on the weekend, like I should be building Commander decks right now. Instead I'm doing this before I go off to the Pokemon International Championships here in Melbourne to see if I can interview a few people. So, I don't know, it's one of those things, but I definitely needed to give up smoking. Actually, I know people who do carry around sleep cards to shuffle when they're feeling anxious. I can't do it. I just can't do it. It doesn't occupy my mind when I'm shuffling. It's just something that happens but doesn't really do anything. Yeah. Come and hit me with the dragster. That's fine. Drop another land. Drop a Terror of the Fairgrounds. Especially now, because we will crew. Look, the deck's actually working. This is just still horrible. Attack. Trigger to untap the Terror of the Fairgrounds. Hit the yield until end of turn, because why not? One of the major things that, like, because I'm ex-gaming media, as you might know, the big problem there is that a lot of people who still do media that I hang around with still smoke, and it's so bizarre because you're out having drinks at a media event and everyone's outside smoking and you're just like, oh, I remember that being good for some reason. It smells horrible and I really want one. And it's not, this is the thing I've been trying to explain, it's not a craving. I don't crave cigarettes, but sometimes when I smell them, I'm like, my brain receptor, my pleasure center goes, you used to really like that. I'm just saying. And it's just, it doesn't make sense, and it's really weird. Oh, hello, this is going to make for an interesting trade-off. Do we want to crew here? Obviously our opponent wants to block us up, and that's fine. May as well, I don't care. See what our opponent does. Just means we won't attack with the dockhand. It's not drawing any artifacts though. What did you try typing? If you try and type links in chat, even if it's just something like smoking.lol, the chat should basically delete whatever it is, thinking that it's some sort of spam link. I actually should get a bot and stuff working, which I haven't managed to do yet. Oh, look at that, you finally actually activated your dragster. I should have thought about that better. And this dockhand is like the worst artifact I think I've ever seen. It's effectively just a 1-2 for 1, which I guess isn't the worst, but is pretty terrible. But yeah, tap X untapped artifacts you control. Look at the top X cards. Yeah, X where X is, yeah, 0. No artifact lands in this set. Yeah, chat will do that. Caught in the brights. That's not fun. It's almost as if my opponent's actually trying to play Magic. Why would you do that? Come on. Be like me, just waste the money. Just waste the money. For those of you out there in La La Land right now, down below you can find more information about me, my stream, my specs of my PC, and all of that good stuff. There is also a link that you can donate money to me if you want. You are not expected to, and I will still be providing content either way. This is just because if you're watching this on the YouTubes, YouTube advertising revenue is so amazingly small that even $1 from a single person is more than you watching every single one of my videos. Which is really terrible to have to say, but we probably should have blocked. Doesn't it? Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube just doesn't cut it when it comes to revenue. They like to think that they're grand, but really we're just all making them money, which is kind of sad. Metallic Rebuke, really? Yield. Yeah, when you put a dot between words, it just, yeah. It will treat it like a link. Speaking of, hang on a second. Probably should have thought about the fact that I'm wearing boxers. No pants. It's no pants Saturday. What are you gonna do here? Yield. It was mail day. It was mail day. Random swamp? Random swamp. Declare blockers. Do we want to block this miner? See what happens here. I'm sure my opponent has some sort of trick up their sleeve. There should be a tab right there. Oh, really? You just wanted to bounce your dude out? Okay, sure. Alright, so... Else premise. Okay, great. So is that just a random land for protection? Yes, it is. Random, I think that's Shards of Alara. It's got the little leafy thing on it. Oh, we are just not drawing well with this deck. Yeah, we'll just yield again. No, we've got nothing to attack. Alright, so just in time. Fantastic. We have a Lord of the Undead. Awesomeness. Just total awesomeness. And I can hope you can see those, but yeah. Hey Jam, yes, no pants stream. I totally forgot that camera was facing this way and could probably see everything as I got up. You joined us just when we were about to lose as well. Wow, that's packed in tight. Oh, I really don't want to bend these bloody cards either. Oh, well. It should be... Oh, it is. Okay. What are we doing here? We're on 6 life. We're just going to let that through. Let our opponent win. Okay, so these I picked up. One of these was actually for the last show, which is I finally decided to pick up a copy of Pure Steel Paladin. But the other one, and it's so pretty, is the pre-release version of the Phyrexian Metamorph. Which I think I paid about $10 for. So I'm pretty stoked with that actually, because it's in relatively good condition, if not near mint, definitely. No marks on the foiling, there's no shuffle marks on the card. One of the corners is ever so slightly lifted because of the foiling process. There is no lines on the foil. Just looks real pretty. And that Phyrexian mana is always a killer for everyone. So, pretty happy about that. Do we need to change anything here? I'm gonna say no? Maybe? What have we got? That's our improviser. Probably take out one of the Aradar Express for Another Terror of the Fairground. Sounds good. Now, just bear in mind, we're only running 16 lands, so we shouldn't have land flooded there. We shouldn't have, but we did. I did finally get that Paladin. I ordered it from... hang on a second, are we going to mulligan? No, we'll keep. I ordered it from a guy over in Canberra for, I think, $6 or $5. So I was pretty stoked. And then Isaac brought it over from when he went to the Legacy Challenge thing that happened, the Nationals, I think. Bromat Korea. I know it's Bromat, but I like to call it Bromat because bro, because someone has to. And it has haste, so we'll swing in for one. Oh, it's so freaking terrible. Yield. Just love the fact that Gem came in just like right on the point where it's like where I'm basically no pants streaking across my cam. At least I'm not wearing like tidy whities or something. That would be really embarrassing. Dockhand. Let's dockhand. Now, do we want to attack or do we want to leave up improvise for the rebuke? I think I'm going to leave up improvise just in case. Nah, screw it. Let's attack. You do. You've got perfect timing. Absolutely perfect. So yeah, I'm torn what to actually make for Brad and my decks for Commander Gathering later this month. I don't know. I think I'm going to make Brad some sort of blue-white Panharmonicon deck. He really loved the Baral deck, so I want to make something that's on point with that. Yeah, see, I should have kept it up. I should have kept it up. So we'll see. Could try and blow it out of the water, but it's got the energy to just bounce it, right? Oh, whenever it attacks, you get 2 energy. So you won't have the 2 energy right now. And I'm getting busted on land again. Alright, let's... Pew! Pew! Yep, that looks good. Chandra's Pyrohelix, people have told me that I was wrong for drafting it, and you have no idea how damn good it is. Attack with 2? Yes. Yeah, so Brad gets Panharmonicon deck, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to be playing yet. I haven't decided. I want to play something fun, but I kind of actually want to play something a little bit on the messy side, like maybe Niku's Mind Razor or something like that. Night Market Guard can block an additional creature each combat. Yeah, okay, sure. Doesn't sound great for us, but whatever. Feel like we should just play the implement here and then pass turn. Let's do that. Let's attack with just 1. I feel like it's going to have to be the Courier, and we'll see how our opponent handles that. But I mean, we're eating away our deck every time we're attacking for 1, so not the greatest creature to play. But again, that was part of this MTGO drafting bad. I'm sure you have heard good things about Gem's Gießen deck. We need to adapt that for Commander as well, which wouldn't be really hard, so that's fine. Do we get to see the stuff that went into the exile zone? No, they exile face down. Of course they do. I think that's pretty frustrating. Let's see what our opponent plays. Maybe we can rebuke something. They're like 3 color now. I'm sure they're only like 2 color last time. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Courier. I tell you what, I need to get a copy of Gonti though, because Gonti is bloody amazing. Another two, yeah, I think we want to stop that, because I have a feeling that that can be used as part of a stupid combo that we don't want to see. 1, 2, 3. We won't even use the improvise. We'll just counter it. Your opponent's probably going, why did he counter that? But I'm not going to run that risk. Courier, yeah, it's a hard one because you have to discard your hand for its ability. So I don't know if it's really that good. For example, whenever it attacks, obviously exile the top card of your library face down. This 1 red, discard your hand, sacrifice the courier, put all cards exiled with courier into their owner's hands. So I could have just made off with a whole bunch of cards just then, except I screwed it up. But regardless, it's like, do I want to play that? Is that something that sounds like a good idea, or is it something that just sounds like just really average? And it sounds really average. So I'm not sure. Like in really, really fast aggressive decks, it can be really good, but unless you're playing something fast and aggressive, it's not a good card. Speaking of not good cards, where are all my lands? Probably under the courier. Yeah. Tell you what, I can't wait for spoilers of Amonkhet. I'm fairly certain that I will be invited back yet again to the press pre-release, which is going to be amazing because, you know, free cards, but also a lot of fun. I love getting to just kind of hang out with media peeps that I haven't seen forever. Makes me happy. Let's play the implement and then let's just yield. There's not really much else we could do there. We need more land. We are stuck with that land, and it's probably one of those 4 removed cards. Ugh. Bromad Courier, what are you doing to me, buddy? I think the one thing with Amonkhet is going to be the Egyptian theme, so hopefully we'll get some more cat legends. Or cat cards anyway. But I've always been like a real big fan. Better return another target permanent you control if it's on his hand. Sure. I've always been a big fan of Egyptology. So hopefully we'll get some lands that represent, like, I don't know, tombs and stuff like that. Would be really cool. Some pyramids. Pyramid of Bolus, maybe. Would be a really cool card to have, but I guess we'll see. Now, do we want to improvise here? Do we want to play the Express? We don't have enough of the Express. Do we want to draw a card? We've just played a land. I think I'm going to improvise out this guy here. Tap that one down. You know, we probably actually should have tapped down the deck hand and left a blue up to sacrifice this implement. But whatever. It's fine. We're not going to attack either. We'll let our opponent attack into us. 2-2, 2-2, 3-2. Yeah, bring on them freaking gods, I tell you what. I'm already in the planning stages for Command of the Gathering for April. April will probably be doing, I believe we're doing live in-store at Good Games CBD with Brian Holland, who is their events manager. Myself, Johnny is coming back on to Primacat, and of course Yoshi. And I think that one I want to make into, I'm just going to take that 3 damage. I think I want to make that one into a special Uncanny edition, which would be great if I could try and find some sort of Egyptian headdress for it, because I think everyone already knows my penchant to like dress up in stupid stuff because I love to. Aether Inspector, whoever, yeah, I don't care, that's fine. Where's all my removal? I know I'm playing at least 2 shots. I just can't wait to see what Amonkhet's going to bring to the table. I mean, it could be trash. It could be, but I highly doubt it's going to be. I think it's going to be real solid. Aradara Express, I think we're going to play here regardless of wanting to draw cards. And then I think I'm just going to yield. I mean, it's got menace and it's massive, so as soon as I can start swinging with it, it's going to be pretty good. Unless my opponent can kill it. Well, that's one of the things. I'd like to get us all dressing up in Egyptian style something or other. But logistics of being live in a store, being the second live production, I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to have time to sort out something for that, but I certainly want to try. I mean, we've effectively got a month and a half until we're in there. So, but I definitely want to make it Amonkhet themed, even if it's just the decks. I want to see what legendaries come out, and I'm hoping we get legendary gods, because that would be amazing to just like play god decks. And again, as we've already discussed, like I reckon that those are probably going to be 2-colored god decks. Given I think the last time we had gods, they were enemy color from memory. I think friendly color would be interesting. I am going to crew up and shove the Express in the face of the Wild Wanderer. Yeah, that sounds fine. You gonna combat trick us? No! It was a bluff! It was a bluff! Haha! Well, you know what that means. It was a bluff because of that. Sure. When the harpooner enters the battlefield, destroy target tapped creature. You're a monster. I don't know. See, it's weird because everything that Wizards have been putting out so far has seemed very Egypt-centric with Amonkhet with all the imagery. So, I mean, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but at the same time, I'm like, it's possible, and I think that is pretty exciting. Let's pop this implement. Let's draw some cards. Yay, more mountains! I finally got some mountains. I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I am. Yeah, we shall see. Yeah, I don't know if they do 3 colors because it's still going to require a lot of fixing for the mana. Unless maybe they go with some tap fetch lands, like the old ones where they come into play tapped, and then you have to spend a turn because they have to untap and then sacrifice them to go and get a land. Putting a basic land into play untapped. It's possible, but I guess we'll have to see when that happens. Caught in the brights. Getting rid of my Terror of the Fairgrounds, that's fine. I'll just crew up the Express because choo-choo. Yep. Okay, so opponent's going to go all in. All in. Okay, sure. What do I perceive as the biggest threat here? No. Reach. Probably the Aether Inspector, I guess. Yeah, Aether Inspector. Everyone else is pretty relatively weak. Block that Vigilance. Block it good. Where are all my shocks? Daredevil Dragster? Sure. Alright, so here, Reckless Fireweaver sounds like a good choice. And then a Mobile Garrison. Also a good choice. Always healed. We'll crew up the express, which we probably should have just kept for blocking purposes, but that's fine. I could... How much do you crew 2? So we'll still have enough to crew you, that's fine. Hey, Mr. 8-bit the cat is wanted in the room. Yeah, Reckless Fireweaver is fantastic. This deck only runs 1 because I could only crack 1, unfortunately, during the draft. So much flavor. So much flavor. Wizards, give us the flavors. This is 8-bit. Here's my cat, and here's cute. Aren't you? He's the cutest. Courtland Brights goes off. Sure. Gonna lock down my Fireweaver. Can't attack or block. Don't care. I do care about you using the Daredevil Dragster though. Yeah, that Fireweaver's going. So reckless. With all the recklessness. I don't know where 8-bit just ran off to. Oh, you're gonna crew? Well, then I'm gonna crew too. Get it? Because it's crew too. Puns on point. I should be shot. Oh, well. Look at them, caught the brats going off. 8-bit couldn't be more pixely. 8-bit is like the skinny kid of this entire family, trust me. Princess Miyagi's pretty, plump. Yeah. Miyagi on the, 8-bit on the other hand, is just, he's the skinny kid of the family. Just does not fit very well. I'm just gonna let that whack me. We are pretty much dead. What are we gonna do here? Innovator? Sure, why not? Island. Play the Implement of Combustion. Pop it at our opponent's face just to make our opponent sweat a little bit more. We forgot to crew. We forgot to crew! I always forget that. We all love terrible puns. I love them more than most, and I know I should be ashamed. I should be, and that's fine, and I'm not because I love terrible puns. Okay, so our opponent's probably going to get the dragster going, I'd assume. It's only crew 2. So we're gonna die here. We don't have much of a choice. Crew using the Nibble Innovator. No, we did. Let's just concede. Let's not drag it on for our opponent. Dun dun dun. What do we have coming up? Any shocks? No shocks. There it is. Alright, what do I want to do? Brew another deck, maybe? I'm a fan of crew because of vehicles. I think vehicles is really good, but I'm not a fan of the strength of the vehicles, because some of them were just really far too good, way too good, and that was, as much as I love, yeah, as much as I do love that, at the same time it's a bit worrisome. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be interesting to see, back in the chat, I'll be interested to see if we get any more vehicles in Amonkhet. I mean, if it is Egyptian themed, what are you going to do? Like, horse and cart? Doesn't make a lot of sense because we'll be going outside of that. The big thing I don't like at the moment is where blocks are so small and you're trying to fit something new in, but then after that block it's just gone until they decide to reprint it in, you know, somewhere down the line. I think that vehicles, however, because of the strength of them, was I think Wizards felt that it was a pretty big fail. Like, it was great flavor-wise, and it's a great mechanic, but it was a bit too powerful, just like Phyrexian Mana was back in the day, because Phyrexian Mana was way too good. What are we going to do? Do we want to go and join another league? I guess I should check how many thingies I have left, how many tickets in my collection for now. $23. I mean, we could go another one. Modern Cubes with Phantom Draft. Could always go a cube. Oh, I think, though, what I might do is I might start getting ready to go out. Yeah. Alright, well, sad there are so few Aetherborn. Yeah, Aetherborn, I was just like, that's great that you've brought in Aetherborn, but where are they all? Like, you've brought in a rare that specifically helps other Aetherborn get bigger, but there's not enough around to make a whole deck with. And I was like, why wouldn't you focus on doing some sort of like black weenie deck for that? Like the old days of black weenie or white weenie decks. But that just never came to fruition, and that was really sad. I didn't like it at all. I think from there I'm just going to call it here. And we'll probably pick up some streaming on Monday or Tuesday. Tomorrow is my day off from everything, where I need to build some commander decks. And right now I need to start getting ready to go out to the Melbourne International Championship for Pokemon, so that I can see if I can do some reviews, although that'll have to be done, interviews, it'll have to be done from my phone because my freaking camera just died. So yeah, that's great. Add that to the list of stuff I still need to buy more of. So other than that, I hope that you have enjoyed the stream. I know I have. I'm going to go here and it's going to do the stupid thing for a second. Hopefully that doesn't totally cut me off, which it probably will. Thank you very much for joining me, and keep cracking packs.